And just like that, it says I'm live. Just like that. How are you guys doing tonight? Me? I'm doing pretty good. Pain pills are working. You know, last couple of days have been really crazy. As far as news goes, it's been almost all about coronavirus. Go figure. I have a lot of news. So I am. Hey, Steven, how you doing, bud? I'm gonna have to break this to like. I'll probably do like a puppy pot and chill now, and then I'll probably do one in like a couple hours, and then I'll do the last one this afternoon. I don't know. There's just a lot. Why, hello, Munch. Come on up. Don't knock my Coke over, dude. Come on. Come on. Don't knock Coca-Cola over. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, good morning to you, Steve. I hope you're having a good morning. I went out yesterday and I bought a little bit of weed. I bought me a ounce of Cinex and a ounce of LA Confidential. Just a little bit. Just something to keep me going for a day or two. I wish Eric were here. I'd love to give you guys a nug, but you live in Florida and Eric lives in Canada. Eric's probably not up yet. Well, he might be up. I don't know. I should send him a notice quick. I think I should. After all, I really enjoy watching his videos. He doesn't do a lot of talking in his videos, which ends up to being you do a lot of smoking. At least he does. He's got that mod, and oh man, I've tried keeping up with that boy. And I mean, by the time I'm done smoking with him, I am fucked up every time. So I gotta, when I smoke with Eric, I'm literally like, I've gone and smoked previous to his videos and then tried to do one of my own. And it's impossible because I get so fucking high that I can't do my own video after watching Eric's. And then if he teams up with you, God, Munch, you're really not making it any easier. And then when you guys team up together, I always end up just wrecked, fucking wrecked watching you guys. All right. Not love. Well, I do love them, but I'm going live now, bud. Not love now, but. All right. I hope everybody had a good day. Hope everybody's day is starting off good. Mine is kind of winding down, I suppose. I've been pick a spot and stay. Munch, lay down. You're going to piss me off. Quit. Lay down. Jesus. Puppy Pot and Chill. 471. Let's take a hit. It's been almost 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm glad you're doing good, Steve. My back is fucked up as usual. Lay down. Lay down. You're going to make me mad. Let's take a hit. I know what he wants. I bought a bunch of treats. And now he thinks that every time he does a trick, he can get a treat. Ooh, good hit. Because I spoil him. You know, when I first get the treats, I do give him a bunch. You know, I do a bunch of anyway. The CDC says diabetics, lung disease, heart disease, and smoking increase risk of coronavirus illness and complications. And by complications, I mean death. So it's really like all the usual suspects. I mean, I think we all knew that it wasn't actually, the coronavirus killing people. It was a combination. We've known it from the start, But now they have proof, like 99% of cases have an underlying illness attached to it. The scary part is there are some perfectly healthy people that do die seemingly for no apparent actual cause. They just die. So there is that. That is scary. Let's see, Munch, you're just helping right along, making everything so easy. Adam Schiff launches a 9/11 style inquiry into the COVID response from Donald Trump. Really? With the economic downturn, the actual COVID pandemic going on, Schiff thinks what we need to do is waste a bunch of time and money slowing down the government even more, even though they like to blame Trump. I mean, let's face it, the Dems have thrown everything at him, slowing him down at every turn. While Trump was talking about the corona Wuhan virus, Pelosi was still talking about impeaching him. So if you really think they don't have an agenda, I don't know what it is, but they got one. What the hell? I am so glad. I went out and I bought some actual booklets today. Show you one of them. These are going to make things so much nicer. This is what I'm going to be writing my news down on instead of broken up crap like this. I've been doing it. I mean, this has been working, but it's making me mad. Adam Schiff launches another inquiry into Trump. It's another Russia, Ukraine gate. They're saying that he reacted too slow. He started closing off travel 10 days after we got a case in the United States. All right. 10 days after the first case got here, Trump was like, all right, time to shut shit down. Now, I don't know if you remember all the other pandemics, how quickly they shut down everything. And their response time, they never shut anything down. I don't know what they're gauging this on. I mean, yeah, he could have handled things better. he didn't handle things that bad. Yeah, he changed his mind a lot, or he seemed to. He'll say one thing, then he'll say another thing. Well, let me ask you something, because I was thinking about this. Now, I'm not a doctor, but if I had to explain uh, something like this to somebody, I'd start with easy terms that they could grasp. Like, it's kind of like the flu, you know, that way they can understand what kind of permutations, ramifications it'll have. Okay. So he comes on and he goes, "Hey, I was told by my medical people, it's kind of like the flu." Now, then the medical people go, we said it's kind of like the flu. We didn't say it's like the flu. Here's the deal. That's what it is. So then he changes his mind again because they tell him something a little bit different. So he comes out and goes, "Okay, it's not really this, it's this." And everybody goes, "Oh, come on. You're giving us false statements. You need to do this right." Well, you know, people seem to think that since he's the president, he knows how to do every job perfectly. You know, I'll guarantee you he doesn't know how to time his vehicles. He may not know how to change the oil or put gas in his vehicles for that fact. But it doesn't matter. Still knows how to drive them. Um anyway, so Adam Schiff is doing this, even though Trump's got like a 60-cent approval rating on how he's handling the coronavirus, and he's got the highest rating ever for approval rating for being president. It's just going up. So everything the Dems are doing are falling apart, just going to hell in a handbasket. Oh my God, we are weak, soft, scared snowflakes, and it shows. Here in Washington, in Seattle, they advise you to call 911 if someone calls you a bad word. Now, I get it. It's to stop racism. But it's going to do more than that. Okay. Instead of just stopping racism, which is what they're wanting it to do, now, anytime somebody says a word that offends you, whether it's a racist comment or not, they're going to call the cops on you and you can get in trouble. I told you our First Amendment was under attack. I meant it. And we're losing the battle because nobody seems to give a fuck except me. And they're just pecking away at it, slowly tearing it away. And pretty soon the First Amendment won't mean diddly shit. You go to try to say something and they're just going to be like, we don't like what you're saying. Arrest you. But you know, this is what you want. You want people to do this for you. So, hey, hope you get what you want. What would you do if the government asked you to snitch on your neighbor? Would you do it? Better yet, what if they paid you to snitch on your neighbor? Would you do it then? What if the government started using drones to monitor the streets to make sure people are honoring the coronavirus quarantine? There was I think it was in the Netherlands. Now, I'm probably wrong. They set up a website to have people call in and report other people who aren't following quarantine guidelines. Now they thought it was going to be a failure. They thought that the neighbors would stand strong, stand against the government. But what happened is that it crashed within the first couple of hours because there were so many complaints. People calling in saying that the Johnsons across the street are not doing things right. So much for that. Will we snitch on people? Obviously. Expect a baby boom in 9 months. Hell, hospitals are even preparing for a 9 month baby boom off in the future. It's gonna happen, baby. We're gonna have babies. That's what happens when you lock people inside and don't give them anything to do. Except for people like me, retired. The ex has passed away. Kids are grown and gone. My only true love is my dog. And sometimes he drives me fucking crazy. So, what would you do if they asked you to snitch? Well, I think that's what it's going to come down to. I don't think it's going to be actual martial law. I think they're going to have people snitching on each other to keep everybody in. And everybody's going to be like, oh no, we save people. We're Americans. We save everybody. Open borders, everybody free medical, free homes, free money, free food, free. That's what we do. I was thinking about it and I'd save, other people until something like this happens. And then the only people I'm willing to save are my kids. Maybe my roommate's kid, family, the people who are immediately surrounding me. That's the only ones who I'd go out and save if the shit hit the fan right now. Let's face it, it sounds very novel to want to save everybody. In reality, we can't. So when it comes right down to it, I don't even kid myself. If it comes between me, my kids, and them, we're gonna have a gunfight on our hands. So what would you do? What would you do? Would you snitch? Would you turn somebody in? I probably would. But I'm an asshole. I wouldn't do it menacingly, but I'd do it if they were people I didn't like. I know I'm just a jerk. Let's take a hit. Pillow Man stops making pillows and starts making masks because we're low on masks. We need masks. We badly. We need them for everybody because China was supposed to make us masks, but they made the masks and kept them all for themselves, and we don't have any masks. So we have a guy who makes pillows over here, and he's going to stop making pillows, and he's going to start making masks so that the people in America got masks to wear. And what did the mainstream media say about it? What an asshole. What a shitty thing to do to make money, to profit off of Americans like that, to make masks and sell them to Americans and to profit. How dare you? We should buy them from China. This is what's wrong with America. Okay, let's talk about something redonkulous. Redonkulous. Let's take a hit too. All right, chickens, mate, doing a little thing called the coaxial kiss. Now, I want you to think about something. We've all bought a chicken in a store before, right? whole chicken, a little fryer. When you look at a body naked, now don't look at mine naked. Don't even think of mine naked. That's not good. But think of like a sexy human body naked. You have an inlet, for food, for vision, for smell, for hearing. And then down below, we got a couple of outlets. This one on the front here, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, that's for water. Well, pay. It's for pay. And the one in the back is for more solids, like poo. All right. Women have got a front opening with a couple of little add-ons. So they have a place for sex and a place to go to the bathroom, pay. And a little bit further back, a place to go to the bathroom, poo. Now I want you to think about something. You bought a chicken from the store. How many dicks have you seen on chickens? I lived on a farm. Now, I knew that they didn't mate right. I seen them. I seen how they do it. Doesn't look normal. It's not normal. Not right. Well, I was yesterday days old when I finally looked up to see how chickens mated. Come to find out, chickens don't have a penis. And I knew that because I'd killed a bunch of chickens in my lifetime, plucked them, and gotten them ready to go. All chickens, every single one of them. One hole in the front, one hole out in the back. And it does it all. And it's gross as fuck. Now, like I said, chickens don't have sex. They can't because there's no on the rooster. There's nothing there. Well, actually, that's just about it. In all reality, you got the rooster butthole right there. You got the hen butthole right here. And what happened is the hen's going, and the rooster comes up, jumps up on top of the female, and is what he does is he spins his butt around and goes, and they go butt to butt. And in doing so, the male rooster deposits his seminal fluid into the female chicken through the one hole. And that fertilizes eggs and makes chickies. Aren't you glad you knew that? I knew you were glad you stayed. Let's take a hit. Adam Schiff, or as I prefer to call him lately, Barney Fife. For those of you old enough to get that reference, and if you're too young to get the Barney Fife reference, I'm going to make you look it up because it's worth looking up because he's Barney Fife, if there's ever Barney Fife. Adam Schiff, Barney Fife. How come? Oh, did I do that twice? I did. I wrote it down twice about the crisis, about him doing Orange Man bad and besmirching Trump's name. Yeah, I wrote it down twice. Schiff is obviously working for the Chinese, doing what he's doing. I mean, there's no way he's working for America and doing that. Hungary gets gender neutral passports and social justice warriors immediately jumped up and down and started screaming about it. Why? All right, I'm going to go through this again. Why it's important to have your actual biological gender on things like your driver's license and passport. It's not so the man has his thumb on you and can keep you down. What if you get in an accident? They take you to the hospital. And it says female. And they don't have to take you apart or anything like that. They just got to infuse you with blood or whatever. It doesn't work. It's all different, man. There's a reason we have XXXY. There's a reason they're different. Men and women are different.